Hello and welcome to the Madness. I'm your host, HenDiddy. I'm joined here today, as always, with my co-host. I keep forgetting that Tony changed his tag, so he appears first now with the man full of bones, Skeletony.
Hello.
Head captain himself, Killer Coat.
Yellow.
The furry man himself, RaginSage.
What's up?
And the head of the Aegis and the star of the show.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Good morning to you! Good morning to you!
Taco.
Howdy.
So, we are going to be talking about Season 3 of Attack on Titan today. No one sounds excited.
No, I mean, it's season 3.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a stupid little orange white bitch.
I mean, it's hype though. I love season 3. It's great. I feel like I talk enough about it where I don't have to talk about it.
Trying to remember where. So were they 11 episodes each, the parts?
Probably something around that.
Okay, so we'll start off with episode 38 through episode 48, where we get introduced to some new characters.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Who?
Kenny.
Oh, these guys. That's right.
How's
I
that?
completely forgot. But I forgot about the whole Kenny part of season 3. I'm just too distracted by the end of it, like the shit. At the end of it, or like my favorite part of season 3.
So we get introduced to Kenny. I figured Taco would say something else as I was saying that. I guess
Candy. Goated.
I thought you were gonna play the
You
sound
killed Kenny, you bastards!
Wrong, Kenny.
Wrong.
Is it though?
But that,
Yeah, because this Kenny just kind of dies and doesn't come back.
There it is.
I have too many soundboards to where I have to scroll for 6 days to find it.
So interesting character Kenny is. He doesn't survive past these episodes.
To be
To our
fair,
knowledge.
no.
No. He
He's not alive.
To our knowledge, he doesn't.
No, he is. He is no longer with us.
His death is definitely shown on screen.
Yep.
So we can't even say they're Star Warsing him.
Or One Piecing him.
We're gonna force revive him.
Kaido, Big Mom.
They're alive.
A lot of people believe they're alive.
Yeah,
Kaido, I can
Kenny's
see.
dead.
So, what were y'all's thoughts on Kenny?
I thought he was cool.
I like his character.
I mean, personally, I wish he didn't die, but I thought they could have done a lot more with him. He could have got through a redemption arc, you know?
I really like how they introduce his character with that attack
Yeah.
on I forget the name of the city off the top of my head at the moment. No, it's not Shiganshina, it's the other one.
No, it's not Stonehess.
I just know it's Wall Maria. That's all I know.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot the walls had cities inside them that had different names. I thought they were just all like, you're inside wall, whatever. Like, that's it.
Yeah, all I know is like Shiganshina is obviously where Aaron's from, and then they're in Wall Maria now. Well, at that point, they're in Wall Maria. Like the rest of them. But either way, the way they introduced him with the whole, how he killed that the girl next to Levi, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that whole fight scene was just like, what the fuck is happening?
And then you get the iconic Kenny moment.
Which is good in both sub and dub.
Yes, it is fantastic.
We learn a little bit about Levi in this first part as well. About his past a little bit. Anyone got any comments on that? Like where Levi comes from?
When you say a little bit, we pretty much learned all of his past. So there's not much to him besides.
Crackhead Levi.
There's a lot more that we don't learn in this season that we actually learn in No Regrets.
What is no regrets?
It's Levi's
Maybe
story.
Levi.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's his story. It basically picks up right after Kenny abandons him and leads up until Aaron recruits him. Or Ervin.
yeah. Aaron did not recruit him. That was
Their
one of
names,
his
Those all
the
favorite.
way his
Or
name is pronounced,
did
it's so
he?
similar. Either way, it
There's all
basically
Aaron's playing.
it takes up the middle bit of Kenny's or Levi's life leading up to him joining the scout regiment. Do. We also find out who the true kings are in this first part, being the Reach.
Spoiler!
Listen, all right.
That's
we're
right.
gonna
It
say
is
this
the
again.
whole.
We're gonna say this again. If you have not watched AOT, we're gonna give you guys a little break. Go watch AOT and come back to us. Okay, that's a long enough break.
No.
It's not long enough to watch Peak.
It could be.
Ah, man.
You watch
It only took me a few months to watch
video
Naruto.
on it.
Peak.
Definitely not long enough if you're watching the animated manga on YouTube of Berserk. Definitely not long enough. That's real peak right there.
Oh, what you mean? That's not long enough to watch the Ghost Stories dub.
That's real peak right there.
That is absolute peak right there.
I'd love to start quoting it, but I can't right now.
What else do we get in this? We get.
You want to quote Ghost Stories?
Hey, can you guys hear anything? You know what I hear? I hear the sound of you shutting the fuck up.
Okay then.
You ready to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior? No, I'm a Jew.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Jesus was a Jew.
That is
He
true.
was, in fact, Jewish.
That is
So
true.
Kanye would be proud, Tony.
no, Kanye wants me to say a lot worse than that.
Bro, Kanye's reopening fucking Auschwitz. What you mean he'd be proud?
We get the whole plot line of Hanji trying to find out about the face in the walls. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, it's right up her alley, so it makes a lot of sense that she did try to sort of like immediately find out what the hell was going on with that.
Fucking tortured a priest.
I mean, who else would know
yeah.
besides the people who hold the history of the walls?
Tortured one priest, and then fake tortured the other.
Yeah, that was. Wasn't that Levi's plan?
Yeah, of
Yep.
course it was Levi's plan.
Because he was tired of seeing the mess from torture.
Because that was the whole thing with Ervin got arrested and a bunch of other stuff that was going on at the same time.
Yeah,
The revolution.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, because well, bouncing all off the Kenny stuff, you got oh wait, we didn't even touch on everything for Kenny, like that entire like arc of it.
well, I was getting
Kind of.
there when we get to the invasion part where they invade the
Oh.
Rice's family estate.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of next.
Yeah, which is pretty much next. We get a little bit before we go into it. We get a little bit more with Historia, and then we go right into the thick of it with Aaron getting kidnapped by the Rices, and Rod Rice trying to get Historia to take the serum and eat Aaron.
To get the Founding Titan back.
Yep. And Aaron figures out hardening.
Very real. It wasn't so much he figured it out. He Goku'd it. He knew that shit all along. He was holding it for the last minute.
He knew it all along. Well, with his powers, that could be a possibility.
Technically true, yes.
Come on, he knew the moment Mikasa woke him up underneath that tree.
At this point in the story, I'm pretty sure Aaron knows about his
He knows
powers,
everything, yeah.
and he's just playing the fool.
Shit hasn't come into play yet. I must play like a retard.
I must be idiot.
He must blend in with his friends.
Must blend in with Connie and John.
Then we get a huge moment here. After all of Rod Rice is complaining about not wanting to be a Titan, not wanting to have the reduced lifespan, this and that. That's why he made his brother do it and then his daughter do it. He finally licks some of the serum off the ground. And boy, oh boy, was that an abomination.
Wasn't that the biggest Titan?
That is the
until-
second largest Titan in the series.
Well, yeah, it was up until a certain point in season 4. It was largest.
And also one of the more hideous ones. More gruesome.
Yeah, that thing was an abomination. And Historia wants to be the one to take the final blow so she can be like she's actually a
She
strong
can prove
queen.
what she's. Yeah. That way, it's not like she was just given the crown. That way, she had to work for it.
Yeah.
Which was full respect, but
And that's pretty much where we end the first half of the third season, with Historia taking up her rightful place.
and then she gives the medals to Levi's squad. Well, the new scouts.
Mm-hmm. And I think
What's left of the scouts.
this is the moment. At this moment where she's handing out the medals, this is where Aaron learns everything. When he goes to kiss her hand. It's that moment where he learns everything.
So we all know he knew from the beginning.
Well, I think he might not have. I think it needed an activation for him to get all that knowledge. Because he got more than just like the memory knowledge with that. He got the knowledge of the founding Titan.
I mean, we don't know.
We don't know when he truly gained the ability, but I feel like him having that interaction with Historia, I feel like the founding Titan's power was like suppressing the attacking Titans. Because it really doesn't become a thing until until after that gets unlocked, and it's like it kind of like unlocked his powers.
Mm.
That's my thought. What do you think, Taco?
It's like Taco's being very quiet for this being his show.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's a lot.
So sock it. Let it out.
So you're talking about Rod Rice, right?
We're talking about Aaron at the ceremony.
Oh, how he starts losing his mind, gaining all the memories of Grisha.
Yeah, it's like activating the Founding Titan by touching Historia. Kind of like activated his Attack Titan powers.
Yeah, it did. Completely. Yeah. I thought that was crazy. And then he starts calling out people's names.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how far do you want me to go on this?
As far as you want without going into season 3 or 4.
We're on season 3.
Oh, the second half of season 3.
Okay. Then I can't touch on everything until season 4 then. Because more of it happens in season 4.
Yeah, so that'll be next week's episode.
That's the start of it. Yeah, so
And
he gets the
fuck
start.
it, people have already watched the show. Fuck it. They
Well,
had time. They got the warning.
Why talk about season 4 content when we're going to be doing an episode on it anyways?
Okay,
That's
so
true.
anyway. Yeah, he gets the start of the memories. And then, by touching Historia's hand. And that's kind of it for that part, because I can't touch on everything else, because more of it happens in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when, like, right after that, don't they start upgrading the wall
Yeah.
shortly after that?
Yeah.
That's when they get that thing to
They,
start clearing out the Titans.
Yeah, and then they invent a famous thing for them called the Thunder Spear, taking out Rod Rice.
Yeah, that's...
I thought,
They
no, I
don't,
thought
they
that
don't
was
invent
for
it,
originally.
and they don't use it
I was
with
saying, that was
Rod
originally
Rice.
for.
No, that's how the
that was-
idea was made for it.
They
I was
found
gonna say,
them. They
I remember it
found
was
them.
originally made for.
Well, that's how, I mean, regardless.
But they didn't mention or touch upon them until part 2 of season 3.
Yeah.
But they found them. The MPs were holding out on them. They used them to defeat Reiner, not Rod Rice. Rod Rice was literally just Historia making, like...
It was, well, think about it. It was
an
almost the
explosion.
same
They
idea,
They
though.
used the cannons.
In him.
Yeah.
No, they filled his mouth with barrels and used a thunder spear to blow him up.
Yeah, they
It
used...
wasn't a thunder spear.
No, it was the heat of Rod Rice's Titan.
Yeah, it was...
Blew
yeah,
everything up inside of him.
The thunder spears weren't introduced until episode 51. It's literally titled Thunder Spears.
Yeah, so Aaron goes in full Titan mode, throws a bunch of explosive barrels at Rod Rice, and they blow him up.
Yeah, and then the piece of flesh that needs to
Aaron
be
yells
sliced
Kobe, then there's a bang.
is
There's
sliced
a
big
by
bang.
Historia.
Yeah. That's kind of mainly it for, like, the Kenny arc, though. It kind of ended there.
Yeah. It ended with Rod Rice and Historia taking up the crown. And I believe she does hit Levi in this part.
That was the last happy moment of AOT. Just saying. If you look back and you go forward, that was the last moment. They were all smiling together. If you think about what comes out all after that,
Yeah.
that's the last moment.
So, with that said, ratings for season 3, part 1. Tony, you get to go first.
I'll give it a 7.
All right. Cool.
I am going to give it. You said this is just part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the Kenny and Rod arc.
Okay, I mean, give it like. I'd just say 10. Fuck it.
right.
Valid and fair.
Sage.
I'll give it an 8.
8. All right, and Taco.
Dead.
Who saw that coming?
Guessed.
And I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give it a 8.5, which means season 3, part 1 gets a 8.7. Total. All right, now season 3, part 2. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big one here. We get the introductions of the Thunder Spears that we touched on already. We get probably one of the best speeches in all of anime.
The best
And
speech.
agree with that. Yep.
I can't say the best speech because Mayuri Kurasuchi's speech kind of exists.
Yeah, but Airvin's is better.
And
My soldiers rage!
Dofi's speech on justice.
Yeah, Airvin's is still better.
It's a matter of opinion.
The only one, in my opinion, that comes close is Madara.
Yeah, that's a top tier one. I can't disagree with
Pain.
Madara's.
In my opinion, that's the only one that comes close.
Pain's speech also comes close.
Yeah, Pain's is good too. Naruto has a ton of good ones. But yeah, Return of Shiganshina is nuts.
Yeah, this arc has a lot of highs and a lot of lows.
Define lows.
Ervin's death.
Yeah, but like, you know, my soldiers rage. Man went out fucking swinging. Wrong one.
Don't we also get the wine incident?
That was in season 2.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on
Yeah, that's
the
what it's-
field.
Yeah, so his arm gets bitten off, and then Aaron somehow activates the Founding Titan powers. It's all right in that.
No. The with Pixis and all them?
When Honest dies and all that?
Yeah, it's when Hannes dies.
Yeah, that's all season 2.
Just one that was later.
No, that's season 2. Pixis is until season 4.
Yeah. Quick question for you, Taco.
Huh.
I may be an idiot, but where the hell do you change the playbook and franchise?
Bruh. Go to adjust roster. You'll see your scheme.
Just lineup?
You'll have the puzzle piece. Yeah, it has a puzzle piece.
Oh, okay, there we go. I'm doing a rebuild franchise of the Steelers, and I already did the DK Metcalf trade. And he wants rushing touches. So I'm like, the Steelers playbook does not have that. But you know what one I do know has it? The Chargers. Anyway, back to AOT. I'm blanking. Someone help me. Taco. Bring up something from part 2.
Okay. 1. Aaron has learned hardening.
Yep.
Aaron's learned hardening powers and is able to reinforce the walls where nothing can get in without throwing boulders in it now. They find Rhina and they notice when they get to Shiganshina that they were there. Because
Yeah.
Armin spots a campfire on top of the wall.
Armin notices all
Armin is also put in charge by Erwin for people to listen to him. And then Armin gets the plan to start checking inside the walls because of the Titans they found inside the wall.
Mm-hmm. We have the Scouts versus Reiner.
Yeah, we have that.
Reiner should
Don't
die.
even. You know what? No, now I'm getting started on it. He should have been fucking dead. Rhina should have died
He should have
right
died.
there. Levi put a fucking sword through his neck.
Oh, you're going
But
there.
then we have no reason for Aaron to be doing his thing in season 4.
Oh no, Aaron
I
would
mean,
still have his reason. Reiner was
valid.
not the reason.
No, I mean like the reason to do what he did with the kid. He could have done it any other way, but with,
yeah, well, it
with
would
the
have
way
been,
he did it.
It would have been with a different person.
That would have been Miracle.
Well, no, because then we don't have. I mean,
Actually, then Armin's not a fucking
beforehand.
Titan.
Yeah, Rhina should have died. Point blank, period. No other way about it.
But
But
yeah, she was
also-
right. He was like, "Oh fuck, I need him alive still."
But also, while all that's going on, Zeke shows up. Shortly after that.
He does, in fact, show up.
But yeah, I was right. The wine bit's fucking like up in this pit. There's the wine with
No.
Zeke's blood in it.
No, that's
That's not
Oh,
until season 4.
That's season 4.
I thought that was season 3.
Season 4.
Season
Ooh.
4.
Because I could have sworn
Zeke
season
shows up
4 they're
to-
already in.
To fight. Doesn't he? Yeah.
before- he shows up to fight, and he ends up
That's season 4.
fighting.
Well, he starts throwing rocks at people.
At the gate.
Yeah, he's throwing rocks at everybody. Yeah, he's throwing rocks at people. Aaron's job is to distract Rhina. They start brawling. Thunder Spears get used for the first time.
Yep, that's against
Rhina.
Reiner.
There's so much.
And we're not even halfway through it yet.
Yeah.
We get the speech.
We do get the speech.
Levi versus the Beast Titan.
That was pretty dope.
That was... I love the moment when Zeke tries to get the... Zeke tries to get the other Titans he made involved, and he looks around and they're just all dead.
That's sent a TikTok of this clip to John. Nah. Who? Taco.
What?
What? No. I sent a clip of this to Taco because it was Monster Hunter related. It was all about how he's gonna feel when you start playing the game.
I got to the first campsite.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if we get through this quick, we could play some Monster Hunter.
Maybe. I'm kind of feeling a little burnt out of it. Look how much I played immediately.
What else happens here? We get Armin's sacrifice.
Yes. Forget what exactly it was now. He did. He was holding on.
He held
It was
on.
to prevent the armor, wasn't it?
No, this was against the Colossal. He shot his ODM gear into the teeth and basically forced
it wouldn't go away, yeah.
Yeah, basically forced Bertolt to expend all of his time by just expending heat and allowing, with Bertolt thinking that Aaron was still like passed out on the ground at his feet, Aaron made a decoy with his hardening and then worked his way behind to be able to cut out Bertolt.
Yes. Because unlike everyone else in this show, Armin was actually smart.
Armin is extremely smart.
Well, that's extremely smart, but even then, in the sense of the show, he's just no one could compare. The only person maybe would have been Hanji.
That's valid.
I still think Hanji was smarter than Armin.
No.
I don't think it's even close. As a science perspective, sure. In everything else, I'm taking Armin by a landslide.
So Armin does that to try to get Bertolt out, and it succeeds, but Armin is now a burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, he burnt.
And at the same time, what's his fucking name?
Flock
finds Erwin.
Yeah,
Erwin.
And he's still alive.
Barely.
And it starts this whole thing about
who do you use the Titan fluid kit on?
Arguably, and it is arguably the best episode of the series.
You get a small scuffle between Levi, Aaron, and Mikasa.
Yep.
And then you get Erwin's basically like Erwin's kind of like final words without being his final words.
Yeah, he smacks the serum away.
He smacks the serum away, which leads Levi to be like, yeah. And they use it on Armin, which I think came to a shock to not the fans of not like us as people watching in, but the rest of the Scout Regiment inside the series. I believe it was made to be like a shock to them.
Well, yeah, because Flock for the longest time was like, it should have been Erwin. It shouldn't have been Armin.
Mm-hmm.
Armin even agreed.
Yeah, he didn't believe he should have had it.
I mean, can you blame Armin? Erwin was just that good of a leader that he's like, man, I shouldn't be alive. It should be our leader. Even though him and Erwin also had quite a few chats where it's like, yeah, Armin, I think you're the next leader. I should say quite a few chats, but a couple of times.
And Hanji,
I believe they mentioned that.
Hanji becomes the commander of the Scout Regiment as well.
Yeah, that happens, but don't forget, they finally get to go to the basement.
I was getting ready for that. the payoff of the season, the thing that's been built up since basically the first episode, even though there's something that even predates the first episode that was built up.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in season 4. We get the basement reveal. What was in the basement? Actually, no, we can talk about it here because it basically gets revealed here.
It was Grisha's
Yeah, it gets revealed.
collector.
It's revealed in season 3.
Yeah.
So we get the reveal of there being more countries across the water.
Yep. Marley
Which-
is now in play.
Which was foreshadowed way back in the first title card.
Yes.
Which is pretty genius, if I might say, by the animators.
Agreed.
Then after that, we get something very good. We get Grisha's backstory.
Yes.
We get to meet Aaron.
What?
Not yet.
In Grisha's
No.
backstory, you
Yeah,
meet
we
Aaron.
do. We meet him in 58. It confused me for a second. I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, that Aaron.
Don't be forgetting about the OG.
Of course, you can't forget about the OG. Yeah, we find out how Zeke came to be.
Yeah, Grisha got hot and heavy with another lady.
Who was a Eldian royal. Which is how Zeke has royal blood in him.
Yes, that is also true.
Mhm.
But we can't forget the point to where Grisha was starting a rebellion.
There's that. Grisha also
Yep.
got his sister killed.
Well, he didn't start
No,
with the
no,
rebellion.
just getting to that,
It
too.
made it better.
I was getting to that. Grisha's sister gets killed.
Yeah, Grisha was
By
trying to start a
dogs.
rebellion. He kind of got made the de facto leader after courting
Yeah.
the royalty. And he epically failed.
Well, yeah, Zeke ratted on him.
Yeah, his own flesh and blood.
What a fucking bitch.
They
Valid.
also find out that they had a accomplice helping them, known as the Owl.
The owl.
Yeah.
I love the owl.
And we come to find out that the Owl was a Eldian pretending to be a Marleyan, which, how he got past that with the blood, I believe they said it was kind of like how people fake drug test in the real world. Kind of had someone else's blood on standby for it. Yeah, the Owl was the original Aaron that Zeke named his second son after, even though he had no memories of it.
Grisha?
Aaron Kruger.
Yeah, Aaron Kruger. I'm pretty sure Grisha didn't have any memories because when he first arrived and met was it Hannes that he met? Or no, it was the previous commander of the scout regiment, Shottis. He had no memories. I can't remember if he ended up getting them back. I think he did when he ate the founding titan. He got his memories back.
Probably.
Because that gets shown in season 4. Yeah, I think it was after the founding titan incident. He got his memories back because he started remembering Zeke. What else of mention happens in the backstory?
Don't we get a clearer picture of what happened when Aaron ate his dad?
No, that's season 4.
That was when we got the backstory because that showed
Mm-mm.
the end
No,
of Grisha.
that's a
Is that
completely
season
different.
4?
That's a completely different backstory. It's when Aaron and Zeke go actually into the memory.
Okay.
Yeah, that's completely different. Grant, it probably could have fit in here, but I do like the way they did it with Aaron and Zeke being in it better. Taka, you got anything else to add about the Grisha backstory?
No, we kind of touched on everything, to be honest.
Alright, so then we have the final episode of season 3, The Other Side of the Wall. So this is where they have their little beach excursion.
We did it. We made it to the ocean.
Yeah, Armin's extremely happy, and then Aaron's sitting there all gloom, and they try to figure out, like, hey, Aaron, what's wrong? And he's like, he says about, do you think if we cross the water, we'll still be free? Something like that. I don't remember his exact words. Hanji is officially appointed as the head of the Survey Corps. And I think that's it, really, for the final episode. Taka, you can correct me if I'm wrong or not.
No, that's it. Besides Aaron waking up and saying random names that no one knows.
I mean, yeah, he does do that too.
Yeah, then we find out the Titan that killed Aaron's mom was Grisha's ex-wife.
That's what I was forgetting for the backstory.
That was the reveal. Yes.
The Titan that killed Aaron's mom was Zeke's mom.
Oh, Grisha, you playboy, having 2 wives.
And the funny thing is, his first wife was still alive.
That would have been hard for him to watch.
Kinda. Oh, it's extremely hard. That's why he was freaking out. And he had the whole thing, and then the owl killed the guy who killed Grisha's sister.
Mm-hmm.
So Grisha kind of got revenge for it.
He gives him the Attack Titan. We also get the reveal that Grisha was basically grooming Aaron to become the Attack Titan.
Well, I mean, by none other design than Aaron himself, so.
Yeah, we get that too.
A lot of shit happens.
In season 3? Yeah. A ton. Like, that's kind of it for season 3, though.
Yeah. So.
Like, there was so much, but yet there's also, like, when you think about it, not that much.
It's because of how compacted it was.
Yeah. So, Taco, you get to go first for rating season 3, part 2.
10, easy. Like, no-brainer.
Yeah, I'm seconding that 10. Tony.
I'll head with a third for that 10, because this shit was fire.
Alright. Cope?
10.
You were pretty quiet for this one. Did you have anything you want to put in for part 2?
The only reason I've been quiet is I just have my mic muted because of what's going on in the background. That's all. But you guys pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, nothing you wanted to put in on?
Not really.
Alright. And Sage.
9.9.
Couldn't make it simple math, could you?
Nope, because I had to be different. I heard a lot of tens that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. 9.9.
So it comes out to a
I'm trying to think what else there is.
9.98. And the
Bitch.
series ranking right now.
Okay, I didn't give mine yet.
Wait.
Yeah, you did. You third it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you third at 10.
I literally never said that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you said
Yes, you
third
did.
bet.
He's like, I third a 10 because this shit was fire.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that now. Never mind. Blanked on that for a second. 'Cause I was gonna make a joke like, oh, I want to say 10.1 to counteract your 9.9.
So the combined rating so far through 3 seasons is a 9.265. Shockingly enough, season 2 has a higher rating than season 3 part 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next week we will be doing season 4 part 1, part 2, and then the 2 movies. 3 separate rankings for those, and then the final ranking. The final ranking of the entire series. And I'm gonna have to go back and look at our other debate and destroys and see and make it like a spreadsheet so we know like what the final rankings of each thing was. So like at the end of next week we can go through and add it in and like see like where it sits as a series for our group.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's gonna pretty much do it. Come up in about 50 minutes, so good timing, good time. Cope, did y'all have your stream last night?
No, we didn't start it yet.
Okay, so perfect time to announce this then. Over on Cope's Twitch, there'll be if you enjoy sports at all, I know it comes up frequently in our streams over here, but he's starting a sports podcast called TCS Sports over on his Twitch. What you said it's gonna be like Wednesdays and Saturdays?
Yeah, Wednesday and Saturday.
So for
Wednesday.
For us over here, we're gonna be dropping the brackets and we're gonna be moving more into just bullshitting type streams like this, where we do debate and destroys, we do like our wormholes and all that. We're still gonna be doing the chapter reviews, which reminds me, I did not read the chapter, Tony. If you want to do that,
Nice. So
we are a week late on the chapter, but. So that's all I got. Anyone got anything else they want to say?
Nah.
All right, Taka. I think it'd be good to use the My Soldier's Rage to end out this video.
Okay.
So that's all from us. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure to head over to Cope's Twitch and follow him if you enjoy sports. And
My soldiers